welcome to Abnormal TV. I just did a long video and the shit didn't record, so I'm pissed off and I'm not about to go through another, I think it was like 11 minutes of ranting about what I was ranting about. So real quick, tonight, Miami by 5. I think the first half you'll see San Antonio control the game a little bit with a big momentum shift in the third quarter and leading on out to the fourth quarter. I think Miami by 5 tonight. But the main thing I wanted to touch on, which I touched on in the video that just got deleted, was the hype from the first two games. Um, then I went into about why I think the Miami Heat will win by 5, but that's not important right now. I'll come back to that tonight after the game, and we'll analyze the game. All right. Um, anyway, as for the hype from the first two games, I'm a Detroit Pistons fan. I bleed red, white, and blue. Um, I hate I hated the Cleveland Cavaliers. I hated when LeBron scored 29 straight points on us or whatever he did. Um, but I want to say this: the LeBron James hatred is out of control. It's out of control, and I think that the so-called smart people want to be considered extreme analysts, so they want to down everything he do good, and then the haters want to down everything he does ever. Um, the reason why I say that is because of the fuss about this block with against Tiago, whatever. Um, Nobody's saying that Tiago Splitter is a combination of Vince Carter and Blake Griffin. The It wasn't about LeBron blocking Tiago Splitter. LeBron blocked Tim Duncan earlier in the game, and nobody said anything. It's because the block against Tim Duncan was unspectacular. The block against Tiago Splitter sounded like an M80 exploded. When he went to the hole, when he caught the pass from Tony Parker and cut to the hole, it was, it sounded like, I mean, the sound of the block was just enough for me. I didn't even see the block live. I was on my laptop doing something and I heard it and I rewound it because, it was DVR and I rewound it and I looked at it again and I was like, wow. I even tweeted something about it. It was wow. I didn't know if it was. I didn't care who it was that he blocked. It was the sound and the look of it. He went up like it was a fucking volleyball and he spiked it. That's spectacular. It's just like DeAndre Jordan against Brandon Knight. Brandon Knight is a point guard, DeAndre Jordan is a center, but the dunk was considered spectacular because of the way it was done. This block was considered spectacular because of the way it was done. So anybody saying, "Oh, it wasn't that good of a block because what's the big deal? It was only against Tiago Splitter." We know it's Tiago Splitter. Everybody knows it's Tiago Splitter. You're not bringing some type of expert analysis by pointing out it was against the white guy that can't jump. Embrace the moment. Embrace it. We're witnessing something great. I wish he was playing for the Pistons, but he's not. I appreciate the game, and I'm not afraid to give someone props. Um, as far as him having a bad series so far, that is ridiculous. If you go back and look at the game, I've watched the game 3 times. The 35-5 run was primarily because of LeBron James. If you go back and look at it, he was involved in every play, offensive and defensive. Well, I say most of the plays, offensively and defensively. There were a couple of plays he had nothing to do with. I'm not saying that he was the only person on the court. Um, Most people look at the 3 pointers that Mike Miller hit, that Mario Chalmers hit. Um, but if you look at it, you gotta give credit to the person that set them up. That's basketball. It's basketball. It's a team game. So you can't say that LeBron James was off or he had a bad game just because of him going 7 for 17. I did the honors of Going back looking up Michael Jordan's games in the playoffs, he had horrible shooting games in the finals, and they won, and nobody ever talked about it. You know, he had a couple. He had a game against Penny Hardaway where he went like 5 for 15 or something like that. It happens. You're not gonna. He's not gonna go 60% every game. You know, was he on fire? No, no, he wasn't. He had a bad shooting night. He had a bad shooting night. I saw him miss layups. Layups weren't going in. But when it counted, when they needed him, he stepped up and he provided production with different ways in a Jason Kidd, Scottie Pippen esque type of way. He he was very instrumental on defense. He set up his teammates for wide open 3 pointers. He set screens. I mean, he did things that you don't expect superstars to do, and we need to appreciate that. Then you have people that say he had a horrible game one, like that's because he didn't crack 20 points. He had a triple double in a close game, and he was defending a point guard at the end of the game that hit a circuit shot on because of good defense by him. And Wade and Bosh was poking at the ball too. But this overreaction, this ESPN era of overreacting, it's got to stop. You guys are looking stupid. You know what I'm saying? Get a guy credit. Just give him credit. We gotta stop treating our stars like this, man. Y'all treat Floyd like this. Y'all treat anybody that's like blatantly the best. People just want to find something to say. If everybody like him, then you're gonna have people that's gotta find a way not to like him because there's some sort of self-esteem issue that makes them feel like, hey, if everybody else is doing it, I can't do it. If everybody else is liking this, obviously it must be something wrong with it. I can't like it. So I don't know. Anyway, tonight, game three, that's I'm gonna try to bring a couple other people on here, and we gonna talk about it, man. We gonna talk about it. I talk to a lot of people through text messages and through Twitter and through Facebook about basketball, and we had some pretty interesting conversations. So maybe we'll start recording them and share them with other people and go from there. But like I said, the block was spectacular in my opinion, and I'm not saying it because he blocked Tiago Splitter. It's not because Tiago Splitter is this dunk machine and LeBron James got the best of him. It was because it looked like LeBron James slapped him in the mouth with a fucking roll of quarters or something. It was fucking ferocious. Um, and like I said, he blocked Tim Duncan earlier in the game, and that block wasn't impressive. So I'm not talking about it. It was a block against a great player, but it was a regular block. We see it all the time, but you don't see this type of block all the time. All right. So I'm out. Talk to y'all later. We'll go enjoy this semi beautiful day. I'm looking out the windows right now. It's semi beautiful day, and thank you for watching. If you're watching right now, thank you for watching all this. And peace to LL kids on y'all.